matin ne jo karabod.
Ikiwacho ne ochiro dong kanyo en mana picha kende gima jopiny yudo to onge.
Kora mgajang komiti marod bura malo dhi nyime kod romo gi jokanye sekta mar sukari manyo kaka ginyalo chiro sekta no ahinya to kembe marego sukari ma osebedo gi midhiero.
Jafwambo marwa Millicent Adhiambo miyowa ler mathoth ewi limbe ma kawuono notimore ka komiti no notimo limbe Kisumu.
Stakeholders who have appeared before us have clearly told us that what they would like is a farmer to benefit. And for a farmer to benefit, the milling plant must be efficient. We must be able to pay for the cost of operating and servicing of this plant. We must be able to pay for the people who are working in this particular. We must be able to pay the farmers and make profit. They do not want the privatization option that is taken to lead to loss of the land that belongs to the factories.
Magi biro kaluore ni kemberego sukari alwora ma imbo mar Kenya okosebedo katimo maber. Gino mane ochuno mondo sirikal olor moko kuom kembego kendo bed kod paro mar dwaro kelo sukari kowuok e pinje maoko. Yangore ni nyaka sani kemberego sukari kaka Chemelil, Sony Sugar, Nzoia, Moroni kod Miwani ni kod gope motimo limtidi mag piny owacho ma bilion 128 magi dwaro ni mondo piny owacho owenegi. Penjo manitie ni ka osewenegi gopego e seche ma itemo keto kenge mag chierogi jopur kod jomamoko ma bende gin kod gopegi ma bilion 1.7 to ng'ano mabiro chulo.
The farmers are owed more than 1.7 billion shillings, the individual farmers. You can imagine how much they have been suppressed, by that kind of loss in terms of their money that is not paid. The salaries, arrears to the staff, more than 5 billion shillings. Taxes to the government around 50 billion. Development loans that they have taken from various institutions amount to more than 65 billion. And there are other creditors like NSSF, NHIF, and other statutory deductions, which they have not remitted up to a tune of 5.2 billion. So the total is what is coming up to 128 billion.
The ask here is that they want the taxes forgiven, they want the debt forgiven. But one of the things that now we want to inquire is about what happens to the other creditors, for example. What happens to other people to other institutions and creditors that this sugar company that they owe money to?
Jakom kamiti no mochung ne omenda Kuria Kimani ko John Bitok mar pur olero ni romo no dhi konyo e keto kenge makare mag reso sekta sukari kendo tieko midhiero mag sekta no.
How do we make sure that even though the intent is to revive the sector, how do we make sure that it's not abused in future, so that you don't just run down an institution knowing that at the end of the day, government of Kenya will come and bail you out?
There are individuals who are charged with the responsibility of managing these factories, and they mess them up deliberately based on the decisions they made. In our recommendations, we shall be looking at how can these people be brought to book, because they are working out there, they are living their life naturally. Well, they messed up the cane, economy in this particular country.
Bendegi koni sani nyaka koro gibeda kiba mandiko piny gigo ma jopiny dwaro kaachiel kod chenro mar jatend piny ewi kaka ginyalo kelo ne sekta mar sukari lokruok.
There are managerial issues that we would wish to consider, particularly insofar as if you can see the private sector is doing extremely well. What is it that is there in the public sector mills that is deficient?
Now we need to put pen and paper and put now what's the intention of the people of this region and the intentions of His Excellency the President into a legislative framework that can therefore be implemented and that will lead to revolutionizing this sugar sector and making sure that farmers earn their guaranteed minimum return and not to rely on the imports which are not even sure of the safety.
Romo makama pod dhi nyime ka odiochieng' ma kawuono ne giromo gi MCAs, jod bura, senators kod governors. Odiochieng' makiny gibiro rado kod jopur gi jokanyo mamoko. Millicent Adhiambo, Ramogi TV, Kisumu County.
Ramogi kawuok Kisumu dhi Migori